In the history of Buddhist philosophy in India and Tibet, an extreme and somewhat isolated position was occupied by the Jonangdharma school, which flourished in Tibet from about the 13th to the 17th century. The Jonangdharma masters taught a theory of the absolute gnosis, or yeshe in Tibetan, or jnana in Sanskrit, undifferentiated between apprehender and apprehended, which is constant or permanent and substantially real, and which is the parinishbana or absolute. Their fundamental doctrine was the void of the other, or shentong, that is, an absolute which is established in reality and is void of all heterogeneous relative and phenomenal factors, as against the void of own being, or rentong, of the Madhyamika, which the Jonangdharmas considered to be a merely preliminary or lower doctrine, bearing on the relative or samvediti, and not on the absolute meaning, or paramartha. To substantiate their particular interpretation, the Jonangdharma masters referred to a group of canonical texts known as the Sutras teaching the essence, which includes the Sugatagarbha Sutra, the Srimala Devi Simhanada Sutra, and the Mahaparinirvana Sutra. At the same time, the Kalachakra constituted one of their principal sources. And amongst Shastra works, they referred especially to the Stotra collection attributed to Nagarjuna. It can thus be said that their doctrine represents an admixture of the mantra method and of the intuition achieved through practice in meditation of the Kalachakra, with the sutra and philosophical method chiefly founded on the group of sutras just mentioned. The Jonangdharmas, unlike many of their contemporaries, considered that the sutras teaching the essence were of definitive and certain meaning. And in accordance with this view, they elaborated their characteristic doctrine of the shentong, which they linked with the Adi-Buddha doctrine of the Kalachakra. The 6th chapter of the Crystal Mirror on the Jonangdharma doctrine mentioned. In the mountain doctrine, the following is taught. The essential nature of all dharmas, the truth of absolute meaning, is permanent, stable, and eternal. In the alaya, there are gnosis, or jnana, and vijnana, and the essential nature of all dharmas is the gnosis. It is also the triratna of the dharmata of absolute meaning. It is the divine assembly of the non-duality of noema and noesis, which exists penetrating everything static and mobile. It is identical with the sugatagarbha, the lineage existing by nature, and the 100 families, etc. mentioned in the Tantras. It has been explained in detail how it resides in the continuum of the non-duality of ground and result, how it exists in the three conditions of the Dharmakaya, and since it is considered that it never appears in the vijnana, despite the fact that it always resides in the ground, how it, the existential nature of foundation, is the immediate apprehension of the dharmata body of result through the gradual practice of the 6 yogas. The Jonangdharmas teach that the permanent, stable, and eternal, taught under the name of sugatagarbha, the divinity of absolute meaning, mantra, tantra, mandala, mudra, etc., the perfection of the Supreme Self, which is totally pure, has the qualities of the forces, etc., existing inherently since the beginningless, and exists since the beginningless, pervading all the static and mobile world, is the existential nature, constituting the foundation of all that is the relative rental.
For more information on what Jonang Dharma says about the ultimate reality, please visit our website at jonangdharma.org. And if you like our video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell.